Exodus chapter 29, verses 1 through 9, God instructs Israel to ordain Aaron and his sons for the priestly ministry. Now, this word ordain in the English is translated from a Hebrew phrase that literally means to fill the hand of Aaron and his sons. God had already made the decision for Aaron and Aaron's sons to serve as priests. Of what the people were doing in ordination was they were affirming God's decision, God's choice, God's calling on their lives. And so we too, when we ordain anyone for the work of ministry today, usually in the local church, either ordaining someone for the ministry of a deacon or ordaining someone for the ministry of an elder, pastor, we are affirming God's calling on someone's lives. And we do so prayerfully, and we do so by observing their spiritual gifts. And we say, yes, we believe God has called you to this ministry, and we affirm you for this ministry. But ordination isn't merely an affirmation of God's calling on someone's life to ministry. The people were to fill the hand of Aaron and Aaron's sons. Quite literally, they were to bring a bull, they were to bring rams, they were to bring bread, they were to bring food for their sustenance. And the priests also received a portion of every sacrifice to sustain them as food for them. So we make a commitment when we ordain someone to the ministry, when we affirm that God has called someone to the ministry and we are ordaining them for ministry in our local church. We commit ourselves to care for their needs, to provide for their sustenance, because their focus is now on the ministry. And that happens in various ways. There are various levels of salary provided, or other things that are needed, whether by the generosity of the people or by offering an official like employment position. It happens different ways in different local churches. But the principle remains, like, we provide for those we call into ministry according to the time commitment we are requiring of them, because that is where their focus is. Israel was to do that for Aaron. That's what ordination meant. And so ordination goes in two directions. One is, yes, we affirm God's calling on your life, but we're not merely affirming that. We're going to equip you to do the job well, and we're going to provide for your sustenance so that you can focus on the job God has called you to in his kingdom.